Hey everyone, this is Demari. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be doing the August 2020 monthly tarot reading for the sign of Aquarius. Please keep in mind it is a general reading, so it may not apply to each and every one of you. However, you can take a look at this month's reading in regards to your sun, moon, rising placements, but you can also check this in regards to other placements if this sign is prominent. So do take a look at your natal chart, see the corresponding zodiac signs, and see which video's title resonates for you most. Just to let you know, I will be using a Celtic cross style spread as usual. However, this time around I'll be using the Rider-Waite deck to get the main messages, and then I'll be doing something a little bit different by using the Bicycle Rose Blind deck, okay, in order to get the clarifications. So I won't be using tarot for the clarifications, but reading them as tarot. So, Aquarius, let's see what's going on for you in the month of August. I'm very interested to see how these new moon energies will sort of supercharge and push things forward and towards the new season of Leo. So we will see. Because I'm doing this at the time as well, while these readings will obviously come out afterwards. I am doing this at the time of the new moon. So if you're curious to see how these energies might influence going into particularly the early part of August, I do recommend checking the new moon readings that I posted. Particularly for you, Aquarius, you want to look at the air signs one. They are individual readings for each sign, but I just grouped them in terms of the elements. So do check out that video, and you can find the timestamp for your sign in the description. All right. So I just want to say a quick thank you to everyone who's been liking, commenting, and subscribing. It means the world to me to get your support, so thank you so much. If you haven't already, feel free to hit the subscribe button and hit the notifications bell so you're informed as to when your next reading goes on the channel. So let's see what's happening here for August 2020, Aquarius. It's insane how fast time is moving at the moment. I feel like, I can clearly remember being in February and now we're already looking at August. It's like, what the hell is going on? Time's moving so fast. But, yeah, hopefully for the betterment of us all, right? Okay, so let's get into it. So the first card you got in regards to your present circumstances is the World. Okay, so wow. Okay, talk about new cycles. This is basically an omen of what's to come. This is saying that whatever you were dealing with in the past is no more, right? Things are changing, shifting. Something new approaches, something significant that's going to lead your life down a specific path. Interesting. Let's see what that is when we clarify. But there's something significant that's relevant to your path here, to your life's purpose or whatever you choose to do, as your life's work. I feel like this is a significant part in that chapter that's opening up to you at this time. So let's keep moving forward. So in regards to your challenge, you have the Six of Wands, okay? So this is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Six of Wands, who talks about victory. Talks about not only victory, but about success, accomplishment, achievement, recognition. So this is the thing. It's a case of you are having to go after what it is that you truly want. Like I said, because whatever's taking place now is significant to your life's purpose or what it is you want to accomplish in life, right? Whatever you want to be successful at. So you have to go after this success, okay? Regardless of whatever challenges you had to face in the past, whatever made you feel like this wouldn't be possible, it's showing you this is very much possible. This is very tangible, okay, the success. So this is what needs to be your driving focus at this time, that goal that you're trying to accomplish. In your recent past, you have the Queen of Pentacles, so Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Could have it prominently in your chart. It could have been dealing with someone who had those placements. prominently. I feel like with this being in the position of your recent past, you had to, I feel like you had to give up something in order to obtain more. So there's something that maybe you were holding on to that you were reluctant to release. But you understood that it wasn't actually aligned to the abundance that was coming into your life, right? That it was something possibly even toxic, or something that wasn't as abundant as everything else that was coming into your life at this time. So you had to make a difficult decision that in order to continue to align yourself with the abundance that you seek and continue seeing the manifestations of that, you had to release something that would maybe possibly holding you back from feeling that full sense of accomplishment, right? Because you've obtained so much, and it'd be a waste to lose all that you have because of one factor that wasn't quite right. Okay, that's what I'm getting from that intuitively. So in regards to your near future, you have the Two of Wands in reverse, fire energy again. Okay, so this is it. This is saying that you have to address where there may be imbalance within yourself, maybe some aspect where you feel a lack of confidence, a lack of capability, right? Because maybe whatever this thing that you had to give up in the past was tied to your, it was karmically tied to your limiting beliefs, right? Lack of self-belief. So you're having to reestablish what it is, right? What does being confident mean to you? What does success look like to you? What does being a successful person look like? What are the traits of a successful person? You know, so you may have to look at other figures that you aspire to be like. Not that you want to be them, but people that you admire, people that you see as being accomplished, right? And the traits that you think that are positive about them, and see what traits is it that maybe you would benefit from, right? Not that I don't mean in terms of trying to imitate someone else or change who you are, but just say, for example, if you see that this person's confident, that they're outgoing, that they are willing to take, calculated risks, perhaps that's something you need to embody more of in order to ascend on the career ladder or whatever ladder that you're trying to ascend on, right? Okay. So in regards to your feelings, you have the Tower. So this is Scorpionic energy for sure. And this is saying, listen, this is showing you like everything is changing. Absolutely everything is changing. Like I said, you've got the World card in your present, new cycle. So I don't doubt that you're feeling like seismic shifts at this point, Aquarius. Like everything is changing up in your reality. Your connections, your work, how you feel about yourself. Maybe you look completely different as well. You're getting to a point where you're no longer recognizing yourself because you are evolving, you are changing, you are transforming, right? Because you whether you did it intentionally or not, whether you realized you were doing it consciously or not, well, it was done intentionally, but I don't know if you realized you were doing it consciously or not. You, at some point along the line, set a manifestation in motion, right? You expressed a desire, a wish, and now you're being urged at this time to fulfill it, right? To go towards whatever this accomplishment is, whatever this success, whatever form this success takes in, you're being urged to move towards that, right? So your manifestation is coming to completion, but not yet, right? You're on path towards that. You're on track towards that, right? So that's why these seismic shifts are taking place, because whatever is preventing you from obtaining it needs to be removed. And that's exactly what's taking place right now. Okay. So in regards to what's crowning you at this time, you have the Five of Wands in reverse. A lot of fire energy, okay, so far. So this is it. Your passions, your career, your creativity, your drive, right? Your desire to accomplish this, So with this being in reverse, it's a case of knowing that there is no one that you need to compare against other than yourself. Who you were before and where you are now. There is no one else that you're in competition with, only with you know, what you thought you were capable of accomplishing. That's it. There is no one else that is your match when it comes to this vision that you have, because it's yours solely, right? This goal is very specific to you. And the way in which you accomplish it and the shape it will take is very personal to you. So you're not in competition with anyone else, only with your fears and your limiting beliefs that you may hold. Okay. So in regards to your advice at this time, you have the Ace of Swords in reverse. So air energy, this is your energy, okay? As well as Gemini and, who am I thinking here? Gemini and Libra, there we go. Oh gosh. So yeah, with it being in reverse, it's advising you to, you don't need to make bold claims, right? If you get the urge to tell people what's happening in your life, now would be a good time to use your discernment and hold back, because that can affect once other people's energy gets entangled with whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, that can affect you. That can affect your ability to manifest it and how it manifests. So be very, very careful of who you express these changes to. But the real advice here is to pretty much hold back from telling everyone everything. You know, there's certain things that no one should know yet because it's too early in the works, and you don't want any other outside influence affecting its potency, right? The ability of how effective this manifestation comes into play. So holding back is advised at this time. So in regards to your external influences, so this can be other people, places, circumstances, the situations you find yourself in, environments. You have the Two of Swords. So yeah, you may find yourself in a very difficult position where you're having to possibly, try and prevent someone getting too close to the heart of the matter, right? Because there may be someone in your environment that's very inquisitive, that's very nosy maybe. They're just curious. They want to know what you're up to because they can see that you're working diligently behind the scenes, but they don't know what you're working on. So there might be someone that's trying to get information from you, but you're having to keep blocking them at every point because you want to protect your vision, right? So that might be a little bit challenging for you because you're having to, consistently do that while they keep trying to get bits of information out of you, just a hint of what's happening. And then, especially because if they're picking up on all these changes, the Tower is significant changes. And I feel like everything's changing. So they're seeing all these changes taking place around you. So naturally, they want to know what's happening, right? But you're really working hard to keep your lips sealed because you understand that now is not the time to, express what's happening on that level. Okay. So in regards to your hopes, you have the Page of Pentacles. So more earth energy. Did we have earth energy? Yes, we did. Okay, just checking. So yeah, Page of Pentacles could be dealing with Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, especially with that Queen of Pentacles as well, right? So you could be, so I feel like there's still a part of you, even though you had to release something, I feel like maybe there's a part of you that still wants to give to a connection that perhaps wasn't serving, that you had to release at the time. Possibly they were not resonating at the frequency they needed to be in order to have a position in your life where they're headed, but perhaps as they're doing their own inner work, you feel like if you give them enough time to continue down that path, there will be a moment where you'll be ready and they'll be ready to accept what you have to offer. Possibly in a romantic sense, possibly in regards to a partnership or a business sense, right? But I feel like you've been working more on your own stability, your independence, your financial independence, your career, right? so that you can provide the foundations and make a serious offer to someone. Because maybe you felt like, you know, their financial situation was screwed up. You were getting to a good place, but there were still other things you needed to work out in your life. So perhaps you thought that wasn't the best time, and that's why things kind of got a bit messy between you, because neither of you were kind of really in the position to create this stable future together. So perhaps you're hoping that when the timing is right, and that you are both in a better position to do that, which you feel you are very soon if you're not already. But you're just waiting to see if this person is ready and open to receiving it. That's when you want to offer your pentacle, right? And then in regards to your fears, you have the 10 of Cups in reverse, water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So you're afraid that this will never come together. So with it being water here as well, I feel like for a lot of you, this is more of a relationship, right? This is someone that you want the long term with. You want to settle down, have children, possibly, you know, get engaged, get married, you know, all the traditional stuff. I feel like this is someone you really see as being material, of that material, especially with them being the Queen of Pentacles. Even if they're not an earth sign or have a predominant earth energy about them, you still see the traits they have as being of that, you know, element, you know, being very grounded, nurturing, stable, dependable, right? It's just that perhaps the circumstances they were navigating at the time didn't allow them to really exhibit those qualities to the best of their ability. So perhaps you were waiting for things to calm, ease down, right? Ease up before you make this proposal, possibly even an engagement proposal, or just expressing your desire for the long term with this person, right? But you're afraid that this won't happen for whatever reason. So we'll see what that is. And then in regards to your potential outcome, you have the 7 of Cups in reverse. So I feel like you're very clear on what it is that you want. There's no confusion. There's no way of being manipulated into thinking you want one thing or another. You're very, very clear. You're very headstrong on what it is that you want. And no one can convince you of otherwise either, right? That it's you're just like, you know, with this being in your potential outcome, it's like you are getting to a point where you're so clear on your vision, you're so clear on what it is that you want, how you want your life to look, how you can accomplish it, right? So I think your main thing, objective at the end of this is to find out if those involved are on the same page as you, pretty much. Okay, Aquarius. So yeah, interesting reading. I like this reading for you, Aquarius. It's like you are really on your game right now, so that's awesome. It's like you were just like getting back into your stride. But I think as long as you work on whatever these limiting beliefs may be, or a slight lack or, you know, wavering in confidence, you know, you heal that, you focus on that, you'll be well set on your way. It's looking really good so far. So let's continue the reading with the clarification now. But I feel like you are so goal-orientated, you know, in the month of August. So goal-orientated. I will be able to speak. You know, so that's very much at the forefront for you. You're not only thinking about your goals, but you're taking decisive action towards them, right? And aligning your energy with whatever it is you need to align it to, right? In order to make it happen. So you're walking the walk, you're talking the talk, and, well, not so much talking the talk at this point. You're walking the walk rather than talking the talk. But soon you will be expressing certain things to certain people. And I feel like the first person that you will communicate to is whoever you're trying to partner with, whether it's in a relationship sense or in a business sense. But I feel like for the majority who this is for, this will be in regards to a business sense, right? No, not a business sense, sorry, a relationship sense. Yeah, that one. Okay. So in regards to your present circumstances, then clarifying the world, you have the 9 of Wands in reverse. So yeah, you're kind of done just having life happen to you. You're kind of done with just kind of, you know, seeing how things happen, you know, take it as it comes, being batted around a little bit, you know, and just trying to pick up the pieces wherever you can, including the pieces of yourself, and just stitch yourself back together. You're like, I'm done with that shit. Like, I'm so done with it. You know, I'm done with just being like a, you know, a baseball ball, essentially, or whatever, you know, being hit around from this, that, and the other, you know, like a pinball, you know, just bouncing off of whatever takes place. And I think you're kind of done with all of that. You're just wanting to really make things happen for you rather than just things happening to you, right? You're kind of in that space now. But that is what's happening, you know, things are happening for you because you're now in the right mindset. You're now in the right energy. You have the right frequency, the right vibration, the right approach. You know, your will is also aligned. So now life is not going to happen to you. I mean, sure, it happened to you to an extent, so you have the awareness that you have now, but now life is absolutely happening for you. So clarifying your challenge here, the Six of Wands, you have the King of Hearts. So this is the King of Cups, okay? And you have him in reverse. So it was funny because that came up very prominent in Pisces reading as well. So that Pisces could be relevant to you. But I feel like, yeah, it's a case of, you know, that you can be victorious. You can accomplish what you set out to do. But it does also mean coming into a heart-centered space. Because if you do it from a place of pride and ego and just wanting to be successful at all costs, regardless of sticking to your morals, to your beliefs, to, you know, being, you know, someone who is very much coming from a good place, you know, well-intended, good intentions, you know, thinking of the bigger picture, how it affects others. If you're only thinking of your own achievement, your own satisfaction, then obviously that's going to result in certain situations playing out that's not going to be favorable for others, and possibly not for yourself either. So I think it's being aware of that. It's important that you don't just, you know, accomplish this and take it all at face value and, you know, only care about how it makes your ego feel, but it's important about how it makes your heart feel, right? What gets you in your heart space, and being able to reach out to others on that level. That's what's truly going to make you successful. If you can reach others in an authentic way from a heart-centered place, that your success will know no bounds, okay, pretty much. In regards to your recent past, the Queen of Pentacles here, you have the Nine of Swords, okay, and the Nine of Spades in reverse. Yeah, I feel like this was a very difficult decision for you. And you're like, well, I can do this because it's not forever, right? That me not giving my pentacle to this person, or me not being able to have this person in my life, or possibly you did mention it before, but this person didn't reciprocate your gesture or didn't take you seriously. And that may have been a little bit of an ego hit for you. So that may have been why you're not feeling as confident nowadays. But either way, I feel like you understand where this person was coming from. Perhaps they expressed that the timing was wrong themselves. Maybe they expressed that, that, you know, they were not in the right position. They had work to do, even though they are very abundant. Perhaps financially they were struggling a little bit and wanted to get on top of that. Maybe their living circumstances were difficult. Maybe they were looking for a new job. Any other, you know, all sorts of situations, scenarios can play out with that. But I feel like, you know, you understand that it was just necessary at the time. However, this is not over. This is not the end, right? Regardless of whether this is a relationship or, you know, a business partnership, that you're just seeing it as a temporary measure until we're able to get things moving again. In regards to your near future, the Two of Wands in reverse, you have the Queen of Swords in reverse, okay? So the Queen of Spades in reverse. So this is your energy as well as Gemini and Libra. So with the Queen of Swords being in reverse here, it's like, yeah, it's kind of like you're feeling, okay, you're feeling very much like, I want to aspire to be like these people. I want to be confident. I want to be very much sure of myself. I want to feel good. I want to look good. I want to look the part and feel the part, right? But you're finding it difficult because you're tapping into an arena that you've never experienced before. You're operating at a level that's new to you. You're moving towards a goal that is that you thought was out of your reach once, right? So it's a big learning curve for you, actually. You know, there's a lot that you're still kind of coming to grips with, right? So it is a process. It's going to take time. But I feel like, you know, you are continually evolving into the person you wish to become, right? So it doesn't matter if you don't have all the experience to be able to make tough decisions and, you know, really come across as, you know, the boss and that kind of energy. I feel like like I said, if you can, you know, really just get into a place of genuine confidence, you know, self-worth, you know, understanding, you know, your worth, and just, you know, really appealing to people from a heart-centered standpoint, whilst of course still having your boundaries, still, you know, commanding respect for yourself. I feel like anywhere where you feel that you lack experience is going to be compensated for, right? And that you will gain that experience. Because that's the thing, you know, people that are like leaders in their field, whatever it is, don't get there overnight. That is a long process, you know, a lot of lessons and a lot of things happening over many years, right? So you have to be on that journey in order to reach that point, and that's the point. You are on that journey. Okay, so in regards to your feelings, the Tower here, you have the Ace of Diamonds in reverse. So this is the Ace of Pentacles, right? So yeah, okay, so something significant had to happen. Your world had to shift around. And I feel like, yeah, you had to lose something significant. You know, you might have been forced out of a situation that you thought that would be the end of you, but it wasn't. You're just like, okay, I know these shifts took place for a reason. It's been difficult as hell, but I know I have what it takes to overcome it and start this new beginning. I'm already on the journey, right? I already have the awareness. I'm already doing the work. And I feel like, you know, like I said, I feel like you have abundance coming in, but not having this one thing that you had to let go of, even temporarily, that was a big hit for you. It was something you wanted dearly, right? So you not having it or letting go of it or putting it to one side was not easy for you. Okay, so the other thing that you may have to look at is your attachment to whatever this Ace of Pentacles is, and that may be this offer that you wanted to give someone. Okay, so in regards to what's crowning you, the Five of Wands, you have the King of Diamonds in reverse. So this is the King of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, that's what I was saying. You're not in competition with anyone else, only yourself. You're understanding that you're making significant steps. You're taking significant strides. However, you know, you haven't reached the end goal yet, okay? There's still a work in progress. So there may be some things that you need to address. You may have to kind of let go of, you know, there's certain ways of doing things that you might have to allow to be shaken up as well, because there's a lot of shifts taking place. There's a lot of newness coming in, a lot of new approaches, new ways of doing things, you know. So you may have to let go of certain habits that you're struggling to let go of, okay? Certain tendencies that you may have that could be self-sabotaging, okay? So that might be worth looking at as well. And it's interesting because you have the King of Pentacles in reverse and you have the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. So I feel like if you can kind of address certain habits that you have, or you may be very stubborn and set in your ways about certain things. If you can overcome that, then perhaps you'll be better aligned as well to this Queen of Pentacles that you're trying to call in. There has to be some flexibility there, I feel, okay? So in regards to your advice, the Ace of Swords in reverse, you have the Two of Clubs, okay? So this is the Two of Wands, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So this is you coming into alignment, okay? You coming back into alignment. You see where we had it here? And I was saying this is possibly you feeling a lack of confidence, feeling like you're not quite capable or worthy in some aspect, you know, because maybe you don't have the level of experience that the people that you're looking up to have, things like that, right? But the point here is, like, if you talk to people about what it is you're trying to accomplish, there's always going to be people that are small-minded that will ridicule what you're saying or what you're trying to accomplish. They'll be like, oh, why are you trying to do that? That's crazy. Not everyone can be a billionaire. Not everyone can be a millionaire. Not everyone can change the world or whatever, right? And that will put you further down. That will make you feel less confident and capable. So it's important that you don't express your ideas or your ambitions to people like that, especially. But I think it's important that you don't really express it too much at all, that you work in silence, so that you can build yourself up, right? And I feel like, you know, whoever this person is, this Queen of Pentacles, I feel like they'll be very supportive of what you're doing. So perhaps, you know, it wouldn't be such a bad thing to have that person as a support network, as a support system, even if you're not, you know, actively partnering up in a relationship sense or a business sense right now. But I feel like regardless, they would be very supportive towards your endeavor, right? So it's always good to have that support, but I wouldn't recommend telling it far and wide, and especially to not people who are, you know, kind of people who are naysayers and people who are not very trustworthy, you know, people who might tell others, pretty much. Okay, so in regards to your external influences at this time, the Two of Swords, this is what I'm saying, blocking certain people out. You have the Eight of Clubs in reverse. So this is the Eight of Wands. Again, not expressing something, not telling people, you know, not coming in and showing them what you're doing, keeping it, you know, keeping it quiet. While you work diligently behind the scenes. That's very, very clear. Don't tell them, right? So clarifying your hopes, the Page of Pentacles here. You have the Seven of Hearts in reverse. So this is the Seven of Cups, okay? So I feel like with it being in reverse, it's a case of there's something that needs to be looked at. There's something that still needs to be addressed before you make this offer. Like I said, I think timing is a big part of this, right? I know you're itching to express something to this person, and I want to see exactly what it is. What is it that you're impatient of holding on to? Yeah, Two of Swords, making, you're wanting them to make a decision. You've got the Queen of Pentacles again as well. And yeah, you want to express something to them. You really want to express this to them, that you want them on board, but you're getting kind of impatient, I feel like. Yeah. You're getting a little bit impatient, which is not necessarily a good thing, okay? You need to give it time, allow the timing to be right, okay? Because this person, I feel like you might be surprised by the answer you get. They might want it as well, but it's not something you can force, okay? That's what I'm getting from this. It's not something you can force. You have to allow it to happen. Divine timing and all of that. So in the next card, in regards to your hopes, the Ten of Cups in reverse here, you have the Five of Clubs. So this is the Five of Wands, okay? So yeah, you're terrified that if you don't move on this, it's not going to happen, right? That other people are going to come in and try and get their attention, and you're going to have to bat them off. So that's why you need to move fast. But again, I don't think coming from that approach is the best way, because then they might feel forced, it might feel rushed, this person might feel pressured, and you're more likely to push them away that way, right? And it's like, if this is truly aligned for you, if this is truly what you both want, then it will come together, whether you force it or not. It's just, you know, when it's clear that this person is open and ready to look at that, then you can bring it forward, right? But rushing it and forcing it to happen is not the way to do it, you know, because you're only going to cause potential conflict and push this person away. Yeah, that's the thing. I just got like the Queen of Cups and the Eight of Cups in reverse. So you don't want to push this person away, right? You love this person, that's clear. You know, there is love in this situation, because I feel like for the majority of you, it is a relationship that you want, right? If you're not together, more than it being a business partnership. But perhaps you want to work on this with this person as well. But I feel like for the majority part, regardless, there is love in this situation. But you have to hold fire, okay? Like it says, don't express this now. Now is not the time. And then clarifying your potential outcome, the Seven of Cups in reverse, you have the Four of Cups, right? So this is like the Four of, the Four of Hearts is like the Four of Cups. So this is saying, yeah, that you know you're very clear on what it is that you want, right? And there will be a time to bring that forward, okay? But you have to use your discernment. You have to use your intuition to know when would be a good time, because you cannot force your will onto someone else's, right? If their will is not aligned to yours, then it's not a match, right? And I feel like this person may very well be a very good match for you, especially with that King of, we had the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Then you've got the King of Hearts here, the King of Cups, and then I did just see the the Queen of Cups when I was just clarifying then. So you are a very good match, I feel like, you know, you're very aligned. But, you know, if you push this, if you force this when this person isn't ready, you're going to get rejected, essentially. So it's important that you focus on the work, on yourself, getting yourself to where you need to be. Allow the person the same opportunity to do that. And then you can come together when the time's right, or you can at least express your desire again, what it is that you want with this person fully. At a time where this person feels like they can actually consider this as an option, right? Not that you as an option, but like be in a position where they can think about sharing their life with someone to that degree, right? Because I feel like right now they're just trying to work on themselves, as are you. So Aquarius, I hope that helps you anyway. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you found it useful, give it a thumbs up. And as I said earlier, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, we'll see if this comes up in your next reading. But for now, sending you lots of encouragement. It's looking very good. Just don't let, you know, your impatience, you know, ruin things, and you'll be fine. So take care, and I'll speak to you soon.